Mathematics Awards reception. This evening's event offers us the chance to reflect on achievements by the students, staff, and faculty who together compose this college. To have served as the acting dean of this remarkable college for the past year has been a great honor. The college has made great progress despite our many budgetary challenges, and I hope we can continue that progress as we enter the next academic year. Tonight, we will see ample evidence of the excellent educational opportunities that the college offers its students, and you will hear about how these students have capitalized on those opportunities. Our faculty and staff create an environment where critical thinking and problem-solving skills can be developed in the classroom and honed outside the classroom in learning communities, laboratories, and field sites, where students engage in the research collaborations with their faculty mentors. We know that students who engage in research graduate at higher rates than their peers who do not, and they are better prepared to enter the workforce and to succeed in graduate and professional degree programs. In any given semester, the college has more than 250 students working with faculty in their research groups. These students travel to local, regional, national, and international meetings to present their findings. Indeed, this past year, our students presented 163 papers and posters at 31 different professional meetings and have won 10 awards for their presentations. These awards were bestowed at the national meetings of the Mathematical Association of America, the joint meetings of ichthyologists and herpetologists, the National Association of Biology Teachers, the American Association of Petroleum Geologists. And regionally, they were given awards at the Southern California Academy of Sciences and the 23rd Science Conference of Graduate Women in Science. On your table, you'll find an excellent example of another product of faculty-student collaborations, a CD containing the 2011-12 Dimensions, a college journal devoted to the publication of student research. This journal is edited and managed by math and science students, with assistance in design and production from students in the College of the Arts, under the guidance of Assistant Dean Rochelle Woods. I encourage you to take home this CD, spend a few minutes looking it over. These student papers are truly impressive. I know you will agree with me on that. As a special note, I want to mention another example of excellence in student research. Ben Higgins, a master's student in the laboratory of Dr. Mike Horn in the Department of Biological Science, has been selected as the recipient of this year's Giles T. Brown Outstanding Thesis Award for his thesis that compared jaw mechanics and dietary breadth in beach-spawning grunion sister species to their close relatives. This is a campus-wide honor given to only one of the master's candidates, and we're very proud of Ben for that. Ben, are you here? Will Ben please stand? Ben's back over in the corner there. Tonight, not only are we honoring our remarkable students, but we are also giving well-deserved recognition to a select group of our outstanding faculty for their professional excellence and their service as teachers and mentors. Also, we will honor one of the college's dedicated staff members for his extraordinary contributions to his department and to the college. Before we begin, I would like to recognize our special guests. In an effort to streamline tonight's proceedings, I will ask you to stand in groups and remain standing. Please hold your applause until we've named all the groups. Our campus supporters include guests from the Division of Academic Affairs. Come on, you can stand over there. This You can hope we're going to go through all these guys and do the applause at the end. But I do want to recognize one person here, the interim provost and vice president for academic affairs, Steve Murray. Steve. Steve is the previous dean of this college. He was a 1996-97 NSM Distinguished Faculty Member and the 2003 University Outstanding Professor. We also have guests from the Division of Student Affairs. The Division of Advancement, the Division of Administration and Finance, and the Auxiliary Services Corporation. So thank you all for your support of the college. We couldn't do this without you. Tonight we will hear examples of extraordinary achievements made by our students in all of our departments. Our ability to recognize and honor these achievements is made possible by contributions to the college from our many community supporters. With us tonight are some of those important visionaries. Will all of those who have sponsored scholarships for students in our college please stand and remain standing? Those who have sponsored scholarships. We also have 3 other community support groups here, members of the Dean's Advisory Council, the NSM colleagues, and the NSM Emeriti professors. Thank you for your important support of our students. Finally, I'm delighted to thank the folks in the Dean's office whose tireless efforts make events such as this one successful. You'll see them on the podium, organizing the awards in front of the video cameras. Please help me thank them in advance for a successful night. Now it's my pleasure to return the podium to your masters of ceremony for this evening, Dr. Rochelle Woods and Dr. Mark Filowitz.
Thank you. I have the pleasure of starting off tonight's reception with the introduction of our Dimensions editors. Dimensions, as Dean Cook had mentioned earlier, is our undergraduate research journal. We're in the 14th year of this publication. And this evening, we have the pleasure of recognizing the editors and staff who worked so hard to get this production done this year. If you could please stand while I read your names, and then we'll hold our applause to the end and recognize you as a group. Amber Shaw, Editor-in-Chief. Chris Baker, Geology Editor. Peter Ho, who is the Physics and Math Section Editor. And then Manar Adim. Manar, did you make it tonight? Okay. Let's give these people a round of applause, and then I'm going to have you... And then actually I'm going to have you come over to the stage on the side here. We do have some certificates to show our appreciation. Over on that side over there, sorry. Chelsea has your certificates for you. And thank you for all of your hard work this year. Next, we're going to recognize the Outstanding Mark Student Award. So I'd like to invite our presenter, Dr. Amy Beth Cohen, and our awardee, Aaron Steelman, to the side stage. This award is given to an outstanding graduate minority access to research careers scholar who has demonstrated a commitment to biomedical research career. Erin is graduating from the Department of Psychology, and her research included evaluating the role that the hormone oxytocin plays in face regeneration. Erin has maintained a 3.73 GPA, and her academic excellence and research efforts have earned her admission to the PhD program in psychology at UC Riverside. Let's congratulate Erin. The next group of students we're going to recognize are our HHMI scholars this evening. The goal of the Howard Hughes Medical Institute HHMI scholars is to promote the flow of students into research careers in the biomedical sciences. Please stand and be recognized when I call your name. Michael Berriman, Simona Bohr, Alex Beretta, Gabriel Donnelly, Ramin Farhed, Daniel Mendez, and Charles Mordaunt. Let's give these scholars a round of applause.
Thank you, Dr. Woods. Let's review the instructions, folks, okay? We're giving out the awards over on the side over there, so for those of you who have taken some of those speed reading courses, if you see your name coming up, it'd be great if you could get yourself situated over there to the left of the table, and that way we can keep the awards flowing, okay? So the next group we want to talk about are people who may not be graduating from the university, but graduating from the Howard Hughes Medical Institute undergraduate research program, a very rigorous program that's designed to create people who will go on to their doctorates in the biomedical field. And presenting these will be Dr. Maria Linder, who's the principal investigator for the program. And these will be awarded to Michael Berriman, who's graduating with a BS in biochemistry this year, and has been accepted and will enter a PhD program in biochemistry at UC San Diego this coming fall after a number of years working in the lab of Dr. Christopher Meyer. We also have Gabrielle Donnelly, who's graduating this May with a degree in biological science. She plans to enter a PhD program in neuroscience in 2013, and she's been working in the laboratory of Dr. Nicholas Nicolaitis. Ramin Farhad is a double major in biological science and piano performance, combining the arts and the sciences. She's doing research for Dr. Linder on copper transport proteins, and she plans to enter a PhD program in neuroscience after getting her bachelor's degree in 2014. Daniel Mendez will be graduating with a BS in biological science this August, and for 2 years he's worked on Alzheimer's research with Dr. Nilay Patel's lab, and he will be entering a Doctor of Veterinary PhD program in fall of 2013. Let's give a hand to all of these HHMI scholars. The next group that will be recognized are the MARC scholars. The MARC stands for Minority Access to Research Careers. It's a training program that's designed to have students to get ready to go into PhD programs in different biomedical and biological fields and psychological fields. So we have students in the program from different colleges in psychology, in chemistry, biochemistry, mathematics, all the sciences. And we have this year with us tonight, I think, 3 of those folks. And I think if I missed somebody, I apologize, but the 3 I saw that responded were, first of all, Jorli Shadafonse. We have Brian Ortiz and Aaron Steelman. Please give them a nice hand. The next set of folks, I think there's only one of them here. It's Nick Tran. These are the SERP scholars. SERP stands for Southern California Ecosystems Research Program. And this offers students in biology an opportunity to do research, usually over a long period of time in the summer. And we'd like to, if Nick is here, to stand in place and be recognized as well. Nick? Now I'll have to turn the mic over to Dr. Woods.
The next group we'd like to recognize are our Cal State Fullerton Edison Transfer Scholars. This program started back in 2007 as in a partnership between Southern California Edison International and 5 CSU campuses. We'd like to recognize those scholars that are here this evening. Please stand when I call your name. Albert Anticonda, Steve Anticona, Nicholas Berlinson, Tui Bui, Hayden Donez, Daniel Garcia, Claudia Gutierrez, Julie Hofstra, Fabian Sandoval. I think that's everybody that had checked in. Please, let's give those scholars a round of applause.
To help us give some special recognitions to the two next awards, I'd like Megan Tomaroff, who I see making her way over to the side to help me out with this, to make the presentations. Dr. Tomaroff is one of our full-time lecturers in biology, and she was actually a past winner of our Outstanding Lecturer Award. She's going to present a couple of awards for us. First, the minor in natural sciences, which is something that we offer from the college, which is often taken by teachers that are ready to go into a single subject credential in the sciences, and sometimes not. With us tonight, I hope we have Mario Barba, who's a liberal studies major with a minor in natural sciences, and she's planning to pursue a single subject credential in foundation level general science and teach middle school. The next is Ruth Prendes. She's a child and adolescent studies major with a minor in natural sciences. Ruth is going to be pursuing a single subject credential in foundation level general science. So let's give these folks a nice round of applause as well. The next award goes for the Master of Arts in Teaching Science. This is a program that's very specialized for professors who want to go on and get a master's degree. It's for a little bit of extra learning in the sciences, a little bit more intense. This will also be awarded by Dr. Tomaroff. I don't think Marcy Olavi is with us tonight, but Jennifer Wang, I think, is here. So if Jennifer would mind coming up and receive that award. And if Marcy's here, I apologize, I didn't see you on the return list. So let's give them a round of applause as well. Jennifer is getting her Master of Teaching Science degree to become a better science teacher, and she currently teaches at a middle school, teaching science. She trains, teaches, and mentors students as they get ready to compete with other middle schools in all aspects and disciplines of science, so we thank them. Now I'd like to once again invite Acting Dean Bob Cook up for a special presentation.
We have a special appreciation this evening for his excellent work on the behalf of the college. We're pleased to offer our special appreciation to Ed Trotter. Ed, will you join me on the stage, please? Ed is the acting Associate Vice President for Undergraduate Programs and has served in that capacity for more than 3 years.
Seems like 7.
Seems like 7, he said. Ed oversees the review of an approval process of newly proposed undergraduate courses and degree programs. He guides them through the university committees, through the academic senate, through the president's office, and finally through the chancellor's office for the degree programs. In addition, his office oversees, among many other things, the scheduling of classes and the assignment of classrooms, activities that are obviously essential for our departments to teach their students. Recently, Ed led the university through the grueling but apparently highly successful process of accreditation evaluation by the Western Association of Schools and Colleges. This was an enormous effort toward which many faculty and staff members contributed, but which could not have happened as effectively and efficiently as it did without Ed's leadership. Ed, we're grateful for all that you've done for the college. As you leave your position and enter retirement over the coming months, we send our best wishes, and we thank you very much for your contributions to our success. NSM will miss your leadership and your ability to lighten the mood of even the most tedious of tasks. And we hope that the small gift included in this envelope will help you make the adjustment to the life of the retired.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob, and I have been here 37 years, as you can tell by my hair that used to be red and a face that used to be white and is now the other way around. This is what you get to look forward to, madam. Let me say, looking through the program, it was like reading through my life at Cal State Fullerton. About 2/3 of the awards that are given tonight are named in honor of people who have been everywhere from my mentors, former Dean Dave Walkington, to my friends, Dean Jim Diefendorfer, Marvin Rosenberg, who's coming to my memory. So my roots run deep, even to the point where my first master's student in the Department of Communications, my field is journalism and public relations, my first master's student was his wife. But even more so, not only do I have degrees in journalism, I've got a degree in mathematics, and I don't let the mathematicians forget that, okay? They'll come in and say, you don't understand? Yes, I do, okay? So let me congratulate all of you. There's nothing more important than recognizing success, and I think that this college is at the top of the order in terms of doing that. This is an outstanding event. I congratulate each and every one of you. Thank you for this event.
Next, we are going to recognize the recipients of the Alumni Association NSM Scholarship. I'd ask those students to step over to our side stage. The presenter this evening will be Dr. Cook. Okay, looks like Oscar is making his way over to the stage. Oscar Negron is a sophomore who is a triple major in applied mathematics, pure mathematics, and physics. He has presented his research in several academic conferences. Oscar expects to graduate in the fall of 2013 and then pursue a master's degree in economics, followed by a PhD in pure mathematics. Please help us congratulate Oscar. Next, we are going to recognize the recipient of the A. James Diefendorfer Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is named for the former Dean of the College of Natural Sciences Mathematics, and this year's recipient is Nick Tran. Nick is a junior pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Biology with a minor in Chemistry and Mathematics. He is a SERP scholar and participated in several field research projects, and also does research in the lab of biology professor Dr. Sean Walker. His goal is to ultimately become a medical scientist researching aging and regeneration with the goal of improving the standard of living for both humans and animals alike. Let's congratulate Nick on his accomplishments.
I'm going to need a little help on this next one from one of our friends. There she is. Miles McCarthy, who those of you don't know, how many of you students know where McCarthy Hall is? Yeah, spend your life there, don't you? Well, Miles McCarthy had that hall named after him. His wife Martha is up there to help us present the next couple of awards. He was the second president of Cal State Fullerton, and he was the founder of the health professions group that we have on campus, which is currently under the great guardianship of Dr. Christina Good, who's expanded that program quite a bit. We also have a very strong post-bac program now where students who have decided after being out of school for a while they wanted to change into a profession that relates to the health professions fields can come back if they're qualified and get a good head start. And we have a couple of examples of that here. So what we want to do is honor two people with this award today, because I want you to know that our batting average on students that we put forward is pretty good in getting them into these medical schools and dental schools and health professions like pharmacy schools. The first one is Nathan Bales, who I will tell you, having taught thousands of students in general chemistry, was the best student I ever had in general chemistry. Nathan is graduating with high honors. He's done research in the labs with Dr. Chandra Srinivasan and also Dr. Allison Miyamoto. And he'll be attending a little place back east called Johns Hopkins Medical School in fall. The other one that we're going to introduce is someone who is one of our post-bacs. He's so good at what he does that we actually let him help us screen the next set of post-bacs coming in to the program. Chris Brophy had a very high degree, nice degree at Whitman College. He decided he wanted to come back and do something in the medical field. And I know he's got choices, but we thought the most likely is he'll probably go into USC's Keck School of Medicine come the fall. So let's congratulate these two. The next award is going to be presented by Dr. Lee Hargreaves, who's a visiting scholar from down under, visiting with us in the Department of Physics. This is the Wolfram Award. Wolfram is part of a company called Mathematica that makes very, very interesting software for doing mathematical computation. And the award this year is going to Fabien Magaña-Sandoval. Fabien is an outstanding student in many upper division classes in theory and computing. He's been doing research with Dr. Josh Smith, who characterizes defects in optical components to be used in gravitational wave detectors. Fabian's also shown a very clear aptitude for computer programming, and we know he'll be very successful in that career. So let's please give him a round of applause. Dr. Woods. We'll ask the people that are getting Department of Mathematics awards to start making their way over to the side, because I know that sometimes when it's not numbers, it's confusing to you guys, right? That way it will help, okay? If you see your name in the program.
And just to reiterate Dr. Filowitz's instructions, Mathematics Department, please line up on our side stage. We are going to start tonight's Mathematics Awards with the Academic Achievement for Undergraduates. Tonight's presenter is Dr. Scott Annan, and he is assisted by the chair of the Mathematics Department, Dr. Stephen Good. We're going to start off with Emily Cooper. Emily has a 4.0 GPA. Her career aspirations are to earn a PhD and become a mathematics teacher educator. She has already been accepted into the master's program in mathematics here at Cal State Fullerton, where she will continue to pursue the dream of becoming a mathematics teacher educator. Let's congratulate Emily. Next is Calvin Pham. Calvin also distinguishes himself as a high-achieving student. He has a 3.44 cumulative GPA and a 3.7 GPA in mathematics. Calvin's strong knowledge in statistics led Dr. Gulhan Bourget to select him to do research with her. Calvin is coming up to the stage. Calvin will start his master's degree here at Cal State Fullerton in the fall of 2012. Let us congratulate Calvin on his successes. Next is Kevin Ralphs. Kevin is completing a double major in mathematics and physics. He has a 3.8 math GPA and will enter the PhD program in physics at Purdue University this fall. Let us congratulate Kevin. And finally in this category, John Zamani. John has a perfect 4.0 GPA. He has a pure mathematics concentration and has given talks for his classes as well for the math department's problem-solving seminar. He will enter a PhD program in pure mathematics at UC Riverside this fall. Let's congratulate John. Our next presenter is Dr. Patrick Kamani, and it's for the Rose Klein Award in Algebra and Probability for the secondary teacher. This award is given for Best Student Achievement in Math 401, and this year's recipient is Emily Cooper. Emily has an A+ in this class. She performs perfectly on every single exam and has a flawless record in every assignment and project. Another 4.0 student, please help us congratulate Emily. Next is the Brandon Ning Tran Memorial Scholarship, which is given to recognize distinctions in mathematics study. The presenter this evening is Dr. Angel Pineda, and our recipient is Albert Anticona. Albert, as mentioned earlier, is an Edison Scholar, and he is in a pure mathematics concentration. He has a cumulative 3.6 GPA and a 3.9 GPA in mathematics. Albert hopes to pursue his studies in mathematics at the graduate level and eventually obtain a PhD and become an academician. Please help us congratulate Albert. The Steele Prize for Excellence in Mathematics, again presented by Dr. Patrick Kamani. Tonight's recipients are Emily Cooper and Kevin Ralphs. As mentioned earlier, Emily has done an outstanding job here. And Kevin has actually worked in the lab with Dr. Morty Koku in the Department of Physics and has co-authored a paper published in Physical Review A. Please help us congratulate these recipients. Our next presentation is Special Recognition for Undergraduate Research. The presenters tonight are Dr. Scott Annan and Dr. Angel Pineda. We're going to start off with Nicholas Blackford, who conducted research with Dr. Annan in computational finite group theory. He has published work in Dimensions and will receive his degree in pure mathematics this spring. Next is Jorly Chatterfonse. As mentioned earlier, Jorly is part of the MARC program, doing research with Dr. Pineda. She has also published in Dimensions and presented at several conferences. Please help us congratulate Jorly. Next is Eden Ellis, who is a President Scholar and does research with Dr. Pineda. She is a recipient of the Center for Undergraduate Research in Mathematics grant and a co-author on several Dimensions articles as well. Please help us congratulate Eden. Daniel Lenders took the leadership role in preparing an award-winning poster for the student poster session in the NSM ICC symposium this past spring. Daniel will expand his interest in research during the summer of 2012, participating in the REU program at the University of Texas, San Marcos. Let's congratulate Daniel. Danny Orton conducted research in mathematics under the supervision of Dr. Annan and Dr. Koku. Danny will work on additional research topics over the next 2 years at Cal State Fullerton, and he has strong problem-solving skills and excellent course preparation will serve him well in his future endeavors. Let's congratulate Danny. Michael Popoff is one of the few people who can write a sophisticated computer program for the game of tic-tac-toe. He has published two articles in Dimensions, and beginning in the fall of 2013, he will continue his statistical journey at Carnegie Mellon's prestigious graduate program in statistics. Our next award this evening is the Cheryl Carrera Mathematics Scholarship, presented by Dr. Cheryl Carrera, a mathematics alumni of our university, and she is presenting it to Albert Anticona, an Edison Scholar. Albert's lowest grade so far in the upper division math classes has been an A-. He is in a pure mathematics concentration and has a genuine love for mathematics. Let's congratulate Albert. Moving on to the service to the university and the mathematics department, presented by Dr. Scott Annan and Angel Pineda. This year's recipients, Eden Ellis and Benson Wu. Eden has served as one of the Math Club's president's 2 vice presidents during this academic year and served as treasurer last year. Benson has been the Math Club president for this past year, and under his leadership, the Math Club has thrived. Benson was instrumental in recommending the mathematician Art Benjamin as the speaker for this year's NSM ICC Council Symposium. And he also works in the Math Tutoring Center. Please let's congratulate Eden and Benson. Our next presenter is Mr. Benson Wu, on behalf of the Math Club Scholarship. Rebecca Entry has been a wonderful addition to the Math Club. It was only in this past semester that she became involved. She inspires other members to participate in more events and to have fun while doing so. Let's thank Rebecca for all of her hard work with the Math Club. Our next awards are academic achievement at the graduate level for the applied program. Tonight's presenter is Dr. Charles Lee, and the recipients are Christopher Bedar and Justin Tolentino. Christopher began his studies at Cal State Fullerton as a computer science major, but we won't hold that against him. He did obtain his bachelor's degree in mathematics at Cal State Fullerton in 2011. He has excelled at the master's program, earning a GPA of a 3.86 while serving as a teaching associate. Justin is a President's Scholar at CSUF and graduated with a degree in mathematics and a minor in computer science in 2006. He is currently finishing up his master's program and teaching full-time at Santa Fe High School. Let's congratulate Chris and Justin on their accomplishments. We're going to recognize the recipients of the Academic Achievement Graduate Level Teaching Program. The presenter is Dr. Armando Martinez Cruz. Renee Barber is our first recipient. She received her Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics from Whittier College, and she is currently a mathematics teacher at California High School in Whittier. She will graduate with a 3.96 GPA. Congratulations, Renee. Next is Fatima Katima. She discovered her love for teaching mathematics while tutoring high school and college students. She intends to pursue a teaching position at a community college and will graduate with a 3.96 GPA. Next is the Outstanding Teaching Award. Dr. Armando Martinez Cruz is again the presenter, and this is awarded to Ashley Toon Aguayo. Thank you. Ashley has taught courses in intermediate algebra, college algebra, and pre-calculus with demonstrated success. She has maintained a 3.9 GPA in graduate school, distinguishing herself as both a scholar as well as a teacher. Let's congratulate Ashley. Next is the Applied Math Scholarship in honor of Lila B. and Major Theodore Hormatka. The presenter is Dr. Charles Lee. And our recipients tonight, Layla Sadia and Aaron Tao. Layla is here this evening, and she was one of the 2 top students in Math 489 A and B course. And her ability and interest to get all the little details down in each of her assignments and projects are strong indicators of a naturally mathematic mind. Let's congratulate Layla. Turning back over to Dr. Filowitz.
All right, geologists, you're up. I want you to notice this group, ladies and gentlemen. Geologists, like marine biologists, always look healthy. They look happy, unlike some of us who are in the labs all the time and never get outdoors. These are folks that do their work outdoors, and they have a great time with it. The presentations are going to be made by Dr. Phil Armstrong, who's the vice chair of the department, professor of geology. And there's a couple of no-shows on the first page, so I'll just mention the Richard Chambers Memorial Scholarship was going to Michelle Gaveden. We didn't see her here. And also the Marilyn Brown Award was going to Christopher Buchanan, who we did not come as far as I can tell. However, the Jonathan Davis Scholarship in the Quaternary Sciences by the Desert Research Institute, this is awarded to an MS or PhD student that's studying this particular field of geology, and the winner is going to be this year Aaron Katona. He's a first semester graduate student in geological sciences. His scholarship was awarded for his proposed research, and he's going to do work using the inductively coupled plasma emission spectroscopy, ICP spectroscopy, to analyze what he finds in different types of sediments and rocks out in the desert. Let's give him a hand. For this next award, I believe Dr. Saint is in the room. Prem, are you here? You're going to help us out with this. Prem Saint, he was a professor in our geological sciences department for many years, now retired. And this award goes out this year to Heidi Sickler. She's a graduate student pursuing a master's degree in environmental science. And her work is going to be used to help establish and reestablish some of the environmental damage done up in the Bishop area. Any of you that have traveled up the 395, go through Bishop, you see where the water was stolen to come to LA, and a lot of that needs to be fixed. So let's give a round of applause to Heidi Sickler for her work. Now, the Margaret Skillman Award, Margaret Skilworsky Scholarship, is also going to be attended by Margaret's daughter, Betsy Stock, who's in the room, I believe. And this is awarded to a geology major, and it's going this year to Natalie Hollis. Natalie is doing undergraduate research in the Cretaceous sediments from Santa Ana Mountains, and that records the first unroofing and dissection of the Peninsula Range's volcanic arc. She's presented her results at a number of different societies, and she's also a participant in the Louis Stokes Alliance for Minority Participation, and she was selected based on her cumulative GPA and a contribution to the Geology Club and the Interclub Council. Let's give her a nice round of applause. The David L. Willoughby Scholarship is going to be awarded to Coral, Sean, and Eric Kaderat, if they wouldn't mind coming up there. Coral is finishing her BS in biology with her thesis on paleohydrology and you can read the rest up in Furnace Creek. Anyone know where Furnace Creek is in Death Valley? Been up there? So that's very interesting work, and Eric is an undergraduate student pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Geology. He's working in hydrogeology, geochemistry, and geological engineering, which is a good example of the cross-disciplinary nature of today's sciences. His research is going to help look at the interactions in Sheep Creek area to help provide insights into the potential for recharge to fix an area that's been declining rapidly. Let's give these folks a nice round of applause. John D. Cooper was a legend here at Cal State Fullerton. We have a center named after him. Nancy Cooper is here with us tonight. And the Cooper Center, that is now based in Santa Ana, has the task of curating all of the fossils and specimens that are uncovered when Caltrans goes out there and tears up the ground to do new roads. And that's a considerable amount of work to be done, and we were awarded that in conjunction with Orange County to curate these things. So John Cooper name lives on in that area. The presenter for this award, again, is Phil Armstrong, and this year we're awarding it to Greg Shagam. So for those of you who don't know what field camp is, for geologists to be tried and true geologists, they have to get out in the field out in Montana someplace, and they camp out and they do rugged things, and that's why they look so good. So the Camp Award for this year recognizes his performance during the capstone field experience, and Greg's finishing up his undergraduate thesis. He's working with Dr. Armstrong in evaluating different faults along the eastern Sierra Nevada mountains. Dr. Armstrong also does quite a bit of work up in Alaska, so lucky him. So let's give a congratulations to Greg. Departments always honor the students that provide outstanding service. This year for the geological sciences, we have Lillian Ruby and Natalie Hollis. Lillian both of them are recipients. Together they've made a lot of contributions. They serve as club officers, and they provide a lot of assistance to new geology students coming in to help them to get grounded. So let's give these students a round of applause. Outstanding academic achievement is presented this year to Alec Dotzer. He's got an outstanding 3.87 GPA. He's completing his thesis on hydrogeostratigraphy. I should explain that all of the students in the geological science must do a research project and write a thesis before they can graduate. It's a capstone. And we're looking through Alice's work to come up with better ways to look at contaminant cleanup in the environment. So congratulations to Alec. The Outstanding Major Award goes this year to Adam Pirshenowicz, and Adam is an outstanding student. He's kept an excellent GPA going for his undergraduate thesis work, and the results from his study are going to be helping us get more money from the work he's done in Thailand. We have a number of our faculty that go out, work with Chiang Mai University in Thailand every summer, some chemists, some geologists, and his work will lead to some cleanup work in other areas of the world. So congratulations there to Adam. Dr. Woods.
And look at the physics department. They're already starting to line up. Good job. Appreciate that. We're going to begin with the Iker Adams Creativity Award. This award is provided by a generous endowment from the former distinguished professor and department founder Ray Adams in memory of Constance B. Iker. Tonight's presenter is Dr. Keith Wanzer, and it is awarded to George Balk Jr. George receives this year's Iker Adams Award for the Department of New Experiments for the Physics 227 Lower Division Lab. George has developed a high-accuracy, low-cost polarization experiment, replacing an outdated polarization experiment. Please let us congratulate George Balk. The next award is the Edward Lee Cooperman Award, presented to Danny Orton and Cynthia Padilla. Danny is a junior physics and math double major. He has a high GPA and is active in research in both disciplines. After graduating, Danny plans to pursue a PhD in either physics or math. Let's congratulate Danny. Cynthia is a junior physics major, pursuing her goal of attending graduate school in physics. She is the president of the very active physics club and spent last summer working with a National Science Foundation internship in South Korea. This summer, she'll be doing an NSF internship at the renowned research center, SRI International in Palo Alto. Let's congratulate Cynthia. The Dan Black Physics Business Scholarship presenters are Dr. Jim Fagan and Dan Black, or maybe just Dr. Fagan this evening. It's awarded to John Cooper. John is finishing his second year at Cal State Fullerton, and this summer he will be doing his second internship for the Dan Black program at realtimeordering.com. His future goal is to form his own software company. Let's congratulate John. Moving on to the Dan Black Physics Scholarship, awarded to Matt Geisler first. He previously completed a degree in business at the University of Southern California. He joined the undergraduate program in 2010 and has achieved a perfect 4.0 GPA. Matt's ultimate educational goal is a PhD in physics. Let's congratulate Matt. Brandon Grisanti has served in the U.S. Coast Guard. This summer, Brandon will travel to Brazil as part of Dr. Morty Cuckoo's electron scattering research and will be working in the lab of host Professor Christina Lopes during his stay. Let's congratulate Brandon. Oscar Negron, as mentioned earlier, is a physics and mathematics double major. His fall semester may set some kind of record as he completed 31 units by taking full loads at Cal State Fullerton, Fullerton College, as well as Saturday classes at Santa Ana College. Let's congratulate Oscar on all his hard work. Danny Orton, as mentioned earlier, is a physics and math double major, and also the recipient of the Dan Black Physics Scholarship. Let's congratulate Danny on his accomplishments. And Cynthia Padilla, a senior physics major who plans to pursue a PhD and a career in physics. Let's congratulate Cynthia. Next is the Robert W. Kedzie Award. Tonight's presenters are Dr. Greg Childers and Ms. Joan Kedzie, assisted by Dr. Fagan. It's awarded to Peter Ho first. Peter is a graduating senior with a double major in physics and mathematics. He has been involved in the Interclub Council and conducted research in mathematics. Let's congratulate Peter. And bringing back to the stage Cynthia Padilla, who is also a McNair Scholars, involved in the McNair Scholars Program, and the recipient of the Kedzie Award. Let's congratulate Cynthia. The next presentation tonight is the Norman Nitzberg Award in Experimental Physics. Tonight's presenter is Dr. Morty Cuckoo. And the first recipient is Joshua Tanner. Joshua is a master's student and involved in experiments in Dr. Cuckoo's electron scattering lab. Let's congratulate Joshua. Our next recipient is Alex Goff. Alex also works in Dr. Cuckoo's lab, and the results which have been submitted for publication in Physical Review A. Let's congratulate Alex. Just to mention, our Titan Shops Textbook Award recipients are not here this evening, Christian Navarro and Al Tapia, but we do want to recognize their accomplishments. Next is the Outstanding Master's Candidate Award. Presenters Drs. Ainel Tifria and Dr. Heidi Fern. Awarded to Daniel Hendrickson. Daniel joined the master's program after receiving his undergraduate degree from Biola. After completing his master's degree, Daniel hopes to join the U.S. Navy Nuclear Energy Program. Let's congratulate Daniel. The next recipient is Kai Nguyen. Kai received his undergraduate degree from Saginaw Valley State University in Michigan and has excelled in all of his classes. In the fall, Kai will begin studies on a PhD degree in physics at the Georgia Institute of Technology. Let's congratulate Kai. Our next award is the Outstanding Scholarship Award. Tonight's presenter is Dr. Patricia Chang. Evan Foley is a senior and will graduate this spring. He has been doing work with a small team in Dr. Josh Smith's gravitational wave group. Let's congratulate Evan. Our next recipient is Oscar Monreal for the Outstanding Scholarship Award. Okay, it appears that Oscar's not here this evening. Moving on to the Outstanding Service Award, the presenter is Dr. Mike Loverood. The first recipient is Cynthia Padilla. Cynthia, as you heard earlier, is very active in many clubs and organizations at the university, as well as active in our academics for the physics department. Let's congratulate Cynthia. The next recipient is Gabriela Serna. Gabby has also been very active with the physics club, as this past year serving as the vice president. She also has participated in the SACNAS National Conference. Let's congratulate Gabriela. The next recipient is Heather Clinton. Heather began her journey as a geology major, but added physics to her plate due to her interest in astronomy and planetary science. This summer, Heather will participate in the Summer Research Project for the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligent Institute. Congratulations to Heather. And finally, in the category of Outstanding Service, Kevin Rouse. Kevin generously volunteered his time organizing a GRE preparation course for his fellow students. Let's thank Kevin for his service to the department. Kevin is also the recipient of the Outstanding Senior Award presented by Dr. Morty Cuckoo. Kevin has been awarded a 4-year scholarship from Purdue University to join the PhD program in theoretical physics starting in the fall. Again, congratulations to Kevin. Now I ask that the recipients and, oh, look, they're lined up already, chemistry, biochemistry. Very good. I'm going to turn it back over to Dean Filowitz. Got him trained.
It's my pleasure now to present the recipients and presenters of the Chemistry and Biochemistry Department Awards. The first one will be presented by Dr. Zwanji Lee to Philippe Lam Nguyen. Philippe is a great student. He does work in Dr. Lee's lab on the effect of trimethylbenzene and its atmospheric reactions to study pollutants. He's presented at a number of research presentation meetings. He's also graduating in biochemistry with an outstanding GPA, and I'm hopeful that he'll be joining our master's program come the fall. So let's congratulate Philippe. The next is an award that's a national award given out by the American Institute of Chemists. Presenting that award will be Dr. Paula Hudson to Sean Cook. Sean recently transferred here after serving 5 years as a Marine doing tours in Iraq, and I would like to thank Sean for his service to our country. Sean's been doing work with Dr. Hudson, studying the various effects of hygroscopic properties in the aqueous phase of succinic acid. He plans to continue his research, go to master's, and eventually a PhD. Congratulations, Sean. The Mark Lackey Award for Graduate Teaching is presented by Department Chair Chris Meyer to Gagandeep Baines. Gagandeep got her BS in biochemistry from UC Davis, and she's been an outstanding Master of Science student in the Biochem department, working in Dr. Meyer's lab. They're studying the rate-limiting enzyme and glycogen and starch biosynthesis in bacteria and plants, and she's also done an outstanding job as a teaching assistant. She plans to apply for a PhD in the near future, and she's been an outstanding student. Congratulations, Gagandeep. The next award for service, the Lyle Wallace Award, will be presented instead of Dr. Chandra Srinivasan by Dr. Christopher Meyer to Abraham Shanghur. Abraham's a graduate student who does an outstanding teaching and graduate assistancy job for a number of diverse classrooms, and he's also serving in a major leadership role in Dr. Fuming Tao's research lab, helping students learn computational techniques and solving various chemistry problems. Congratulations. The General Chemistry Awards generally are ones that cover both ends of the spectrum, first and second semester. Most of the students in our college are taking both of those semesters, and presenting is Dr. Paula Hudson to Akram Siddiqui. And Nathan Kinzer is not with us, so I'll just speak about Akram tonight, unless he is here. She came to CSUF with a biological sciences major, but she did really, really well in her chemistry. She's running a 4.0 every semester, and the highest class in the grade of more than 100 students. So congratulations to Akram. We have 2 awards going out for achievement in organic chemistry, often known as the chemistry course that makes them or breaks them. And presenting that will be Drs. Peter DeLizer and Dr. Nick Salsameda to Russ Dunigan and Julie Hofstra. Russ has done a good job and is very involved in something we call supplemental instruction at Cal State Fullerton, which has helped a lot of our students get through some very tough bottleneck courses. And we're hoping that one day we can institutionalize that, as it's currently being paid for by grants and from the college. So we congratulate Russ, and Julie is a transfer student who came to us in fall 2011 after taking classes at Cerritos College, and she's managed to accumulate quite a GPA, as you can see, close to 4.0. She's done research in Dr. Paula Hudson's lab, looking again at analytical atmospheric chemistry. Congratulations to both of you. For the undergrad award in inorganic chemistry, Dr. Hewitt couldn't be here tonight. Dr. Zwanji Lee will be presenting this award to Ryan McDonald. So Ryan is doing a great job in both. There's a sort of a mid-level and a high-level form of inorganic chemistry. Students often take this if they're biochemists, only if they need an elective. But students in the BS chemistry program find this to be very, very important, and it's a very, very tough course. So Ryan's doing a great job in the course, and he hopes to become a graduate student in the near future. Thank you, Ryan. Presenting the undergraduate award for achievement in analytical chemistry will be one of our newer faculty, Dr. John Hahn, presenting to Julie Hofstra. Julie, as I mentioned, is a transfer from Cerritos College. One of the things we really emphasize on this campus is successful transfer of students in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which is STEM. It's often a very difficult transition coming from a junior college to a four-year. So we have two very major grant programs in the college that deal with this, and we're always very pleased when our transfer students do very, very well. So Julie's work is also with Dr. Paula Hudson doing analytical chemistry for the atmospheric research. And when she graduates from Cal State, she'll be, like many of our students, the first member of her family to get a bachelor's degree, and she plans to go on to either teach or do research. So congratulations, Julie. Now, I don't think Simone is here, is she? Oh, there she is. Weren't on okay, RSVP today. Simona, congratulations. You're being presented this by Dr. Christopher Moore. Biochemistry courses are very, very tough. Simona was also one of our Howard Hughes Medical Institute scholars. She's doing biochemistry research in Dr. Meyer's lab. She's presented her research at several meetings, and she's also accepted a very prestigious summer internship program at the National Institute of Health for 2012. She'll be graduating in 2013 and will be applying to the very grueling MD PhD programs. Congratulations, Simona. The next award is the Hypercube Scholar Award. I'm very pleased to see Dr. Fu Ming Tao back with us. He had a recent illness. And he's going to present this award to Nan Nguyen. Nan's a graduate with a BS in chemistry at the end of this semester. He joined Dr. Tao's computational chemistry lab in his freshman year, and he's hung in there, and he's looking at ways of looking at the reactivity of vitamin C, which Linus Pauling once said cures everything. He probably was right. Nan plans to get a graduate degree in chemistry or go into industry after graduation. Congratulations, Nan. So I'm very pleased that Dr. Greta Nagel is with us today to help present this award with Dr. Meyer to Amber Pinzhoni. Glenn Nagel was a very beloved professor of biochemistry in our college. He went on to become Associate Dean of the college and went on to be the Dean at Cal State Long Beach before he passed away. This award is in his memory and provides a scholarship that allows students to do summer research so they don't have to do other work during the summer except stay in that lab. Amber is a biochemistry major. We know she's going to be an excellent researcher for us, as she has been. She has already done research internships at Washington State University, and she's presented her work at several meetings. We know she plans to pursue a PhD in biochemistry, and I know I can speak for Greta in congratulating Amber on this award. Thank you very much. Glenn Nakaya was a very promising biochemistry graduate from CSUF who passed away at a very young age, and his family, in his honor, has perpetuated this scholarship year after year to keep his memory alive. The presenter of this award will be Dr. Paula Hudson, and the recipient is Julie Hofstra. So we've already talked about Julie a little bit. She is, again, going to go on to do teaching of chemistry. And for those of us at the university level, we know that the teaching of chemistry that students receive at the middle and high school levels is critical to what they can achieve once they reach here. So thank you for that, Julie, and congratulations. The next group of students are going to be presented book scholarship awards by Dr. Mike Bridges, who's one of our new faculty. And we're going to mention what their names are and where they work, and everything else is written in there. First up is Rebecca Adamic, who's one of the majors who works in the dean's office. She works in the lab of Dr. Nicholas Salsameda. The next is Amy Bartram, who does electrochemistry work in John Hahn's lab. The next up is Brittany Grasbow, a transfer from Fullerton College, our next door neighbors. She was chosen to be one of the Howard Hughes Medical Institute participants, and she works with Dr. Melanie Sacco in biological science. Michael Ishida is a biochemistry student that's involved in Dr. Maria Linder's laboratory. He spent last summer at UC Berkeley with Dr. Jennifer Doudna, doing a Howard Hughes Medical Institute research program, and he plans to go on to a multiple degree, veterinary and PhD after he graduates in 2013. Jennifer McLoof does research in Dr. Chris Meyer's lab. She's presented her work at several conferences, and she's created quite a name for herself in the department. I don't think Elisa Mendez is here, is she? No, so I'll skip that. Aaron Watson is a graduate student working towards his master's degree in the research laboratory of Dr. Peter DeLisi doing organic chemistry on medicinally important compounds. He's been an outstanding teaching assistant and is the last one of our book awards. So thank you very much for that, folks. Congratulations. There's one more award that was inadvertently omitted from the program. The CBC, which is the Chem and Biochem Club, very active club on campus. They do a lot of things to help each other out, and they help faculty out in all kinds of things like Fullerton Day and any other event that we have. And they always recognize one of their officers every year of having done outstanding work. We've mentioned his name several times, so we won't get into his background, which is again written on page 2 or 3. Michael Berriman. And now I'll turn this over to Dean Woods.
Our final department for this evening is the Biological Science Department. Yay, biology. The first award this evening is the L. Jack Bradshaw Scholarship in Immunology. This evening it is being presented by the chair of the department, Dr. Kathy Dixon, and it's awarded to Chelsea McAllister. Chelsea is the first student to win this award twice since it was established in 2006. She first won it as an undergraduate student and is now being recognized for her work as a graduate student. She does work in the work in the Immune System Activation Lab under Dr. Nicholas Nicolaitis. And she has presented at several conferences on this research. Let's congratulate Chelsea. The recipient of the Dr. and Mrs. Donald Bright Environmental Scholarship could not be with us this evening, so we'll move on to the Rachel Carlson Scholarship in Conservation Biology. It is presented by Dr. Mike Horn, and the first recipient this evening is Nicole Tronsky. No? Okay. Shana Foreman is also a recipient. Shana is this year's graduate recipient of the Rachel Carlson Scholarship. Shana is a master's student working with Dr. Bill Hosey, and she hopes to pursue a PhD in ecology and animal behavior. Let's congratulate Shana. For the Jewel Plummer Cobb Scholarship, the presenters are Drs. Matt Kohenko and Dr. Maria Linder. The recipient this evening is Ramin Farhead. And Van Nguyen. Ramin is an exceptionally accomplished biology undergraduate student who is also completing minors in chemistry and music. He is an HHMI research scholar working in Dr. Linder's laboratory. He has done presentations at national or regional scientific conferences and co-authored a paper and press in the Journal of Biometals. Van has participated in the Research Careers Preparatory Program and actively pursuing biomedical related research in Dr. Kohenko's laboratory. She has presented posters, been a co-author with Dr. Kohenko, and her ambitions are to pursue graduate school in research-oriented biological field after completing her undergraduate degree. Let's congratulate Van. The Koppel Graduate Science Award will be presented by Dr. Neeli Patel. Given annually to an outstanding biology graduate student, this year's recipient is Jason Schott. Jason worked on several research projects as an undergraduate and is also an HHMI scholar. He received the 2011 Don Eden Graduate Student Research Award at CCPERB, and his goal is to enter an MD PhD program and participate in transitional medicine. Let's congratulate Jason. Our next presenter this evening is Dr. Bill Hosey, who will present the Kenneth Goodhue McWilliams Award for Teaching Excellence First in Star Award. This year's recipient is Rebecca Sheedy. Becca has served as a graduate teaching assistant for Biology 171 for the past 2 semesters. Her commitment to teaching excellence, hard work, and enthusiasm, and his desire to motivate her students reflects the best qualities of the biology department. Let's congratulate Rebecca. Dr. Dixon will present the Ken Goodhue McWilliams Award for Teaching Excellence Metamorphosis Award to Andreas Carrillo. Andreas has taught in the laboratories in a range of courses. He has exemplary teaching skills and the ability to work with diverse students. Andreas is also dedicated to educating the public about biology through his work at the Cabrillo Marine Aquarium. We'd also like to recognize Andreas at this time as the recipient of the University-wide Alumni Association Outstanding Graduate Student for this year. Let's congratulate Andreas on this as well. The Stanley Hillman and Lon McClanahan Scholarship in Plant or Animal Physiology Ecology is being presented by Dr. Dixon to Miguel Macias. Not here? Okay. Moving on. Charles C. Lambert Award in Invertebrate Cell and Developmental Biology was established in 2011 in memory of Dr. Charles Lambert, former faculty member of the Department of Biology. This year's recipient is Joanne Linenbrink. She is a first-year graduate student working with Drs. Danielle Zackrell and Doug Ernessy. Let's congratulate Joanne on her accomplishments. The Don Virier Pellegrini Memorial Research Grant. This evening's presenters include Mrs. Nancy Reinbold and Mrs. Laura Pellegrini, and this year's recipient is Cassandra Whitcomb. Cassandra is pursuing a master's degree in biology with Dr. Michael Horn. Cassandra's research will provide important information on the ecological role of the terns in coastal food webs. Let's congratulate Cassandra. The next award is the Rose Society of Saddleback Mountain Research Assistant Award in Plant Science. Tonight's presenters are Ms. Rose Oliveras and Ms. Mary Ellen Wolf. We do have one recipient here this evening, Ken Derwang. Ken is a graduate student in the biology department and works with Dr. Melanie Sacco studying plant immunity against viruses, and he serves as a teaching assistant in the Biology 172 laboratory. He is also an active member of the Biology Graduate Student Club and intends to apply for PhD programs. Let's congratulate Kender. The Dr. and Mrs. Marvin J. Rosenberg Scholarship will be presented tonight by Dr. Paul Stapp, and the award is presented to Carla Flores. Carla does work in Dr. Stapp's laboratory, researching a blend of molecular genetics and population ecology. This dynamic blend of disciplines will serve her well as she pursues her goals of earning a doctoral degree in environmental policy and establishing a career in endangered species management. Let's congratulate Carla. The Jerome Wilson Memorial Scholarship this evening is being presented by Dr. Matt Klahenko, and the award recipient is Rebecca Medina. Rebecca is a graduate student working with Dr. Nicolaitis. She has presented her research at the American Society for Cell Biology Conference and at CSUPERB. She has received a CSUPERB Travel Award and an American Society for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology Graduate Minority Travel Award. Rebecca plans to pursue a doctoral degree in the near future. Let us congratulate Rebecca. I'd like to now turn it back over to Dr. Filowitz to present our staff and faculty awards.
All right, now if everybody behaves themselves, I'm going to tell you how to win those centerpieces in a little bit. We're very proud of our students, but we're also very proud of our staff and faculty who make all of this possible for students to come here and get the type of quality education they get at Cal State Fullerton. Now, as anyone knows that's been in any organization of any kind, staff make things happen or staff make things not happen. And we have terrific staff within the college, and this year we're very happy to present the Staff Excellence Award to John Chappell. John? John directs our animal care facility. He takes care of all the critters, and he's done that actually for decades now to a point where it's so excellent that it's so good people can often feel that it's unnoticed, but we do notice John. He manages that facility. He's got the respect of all the people that use animals in their work, and he also works very closely with veterinarians and external community to maintain good relations. So congratulations, John. The next award is going to go to Dr. Scott Annan, Department of Mathematics. This is for outstanding contributions to student success. You can tell from the applause that Dr. Annan is very unpopular. He's always got a gang of students around him, learning, figuring out how to get things done. He's incredibly effective. He's distinguished himself in many ways, and he's emerged as one of the most effective teachers in the mathematics department. He's won national awards, the Henry L. Adler Award, Distinguished Teaching Award in 2009. He's got lots of publication. He's very involved in national institutions, and he's ever present for his students, and I mean ever present. I mean, because I'm like a fixture here, and he's always here, okay? So we congratulate Dr. Annan on this achievement. Okay, I think we're going to skip Dr. Shank's award because I don't think he's here, and we're going to skip right to the Outstanding Lecturer Award that's going to be presented to Dr. Christy Weaver Bowman. Christy is an integral part of the Geological Sciences Department. She's helped create new courses. She's really a path blazer when it comes to new ways of teaching students. Very involved in all the shakeout activities we do to make our campus and our neighbors aware of what happens in an earthquake. And her community outreach is unparalleled. So we're very proud to have Christy Weaver Bowman as our outstanding lecturer for 2012. On the way to getting tenure, our tenure track faculty are untenured. But some of them stand head and shoulders above others in what they accomplish. And this one is going to be presented this year to Dr. Math Koyunko. Math came to us by way of New Zealand. We always think he's in the wrong department because of his name. But he's become one of the most popular and effective classroom teachers. He's invented and really propagated a course that teaches students on how to do research so they get into the research labs and are more effective. He's got several peer-reviewed publications. He's brought in lots of money, over $600,000 in grants externally. He's very active in all we do, and we think he's a great example of what our faculty should be on their road to tenure. Dr. Math Koyunko. So the faculty marshal doesn't carry a gun or wear a badge, but the faculty marshal gets to carry the flag or the grand flame for the college at the graduation ceremonies. And again, that's going to be Dr. Morty Cuckoo. Morty, who's been mentioned here a couple of times before, has many grants. He's got over $2 million in outside funding from different agencies, primarily NSF. He works closely with Caltech, and he generally has a lab full of students that are standing and learning at his elbow. He's a great guy, he's a great professor, and he's my friend, Morty Cuckoo. Okay, now, before we tell you, like some people have gone up and gotten dessert, that's fine. But these centerpieces actually are plastic. And if you want to win them, we have very cleverly placed a dot on the side of a chair at each table. It's a little dot that's on the metal part of the side of the table. If it's not on your chair, or the person next to you is not paying attention and has it, you can win the centerpiece. All right. And while you're looking for those little dots, I want to thank you all for attending. I want to wish you all to stay as long as you like for the evening. Have dessert, talk to your friends. See you all next year, and some of you maybe the year after. Thank you.